Lampka, the Polish maiden surname of my great-grandmother. I'm an eighth Polish, yet I somehow know nothing about Polish traditions, and I can pronounce Chinese better than I can Polish. But I know this much: Polish sausage rocks, and the rest of the food ain't too shabby either, except for that duck blood soup stuff. Yuck. Hey, I'm Nelson Starr, Buffalo rock and roll raconteur and food fanatic. Follow me backstage and into the kitchen to learn the secrets behind our very own Buffalo food scene. This is your all-access pass. The Broadway Market, the place to be for Easter. Founded over 120 years ago, it's a place where family-owned businesses pass from generation to generation while becoming food institutions in Buffalo. This is the epicenter, the heart and soul of the Polish diaspora in Buffalo, and one of the only commercial sites in Buffalo where this cultural legacy still thrives. Today, the market has become a melting pot. Sure, there's a hell of a lot of Polish-American food, but there's also a soul food joint, an Asian fishmonger, and a rustic wine loft. Okay, it's a parking lot where they sell sweet New York State wines, but it's arguably what a rock dude should be drinking for breakfast anyway. And on the main floor, food stall after food stall, devoted to everything from traditional pastries to arts and crafts, to Buffalo, New York rye bread, and of course, Peeps.
It's all sugar. It's just all sugar, this one for you.
Oh, nice.
I think we got plenty of chocolate on there.
All right.
All right. It's coated with sugar, like you would do a donut. What's the matter? You okay?
No, it's good, but I think I'm having one of those sugar rushes again.
Oh yeah, you can get a sugar rush for Peeps.
Shopping malls are to Christmas. The Broadway Market is to Easter, at least in Buffalo. No other product so singularly represents that more than the Malachevsky Easter butter lamb. Did I say that right?
Malchevsky.
Malchevsky. This is Dorothy Malchevsky. Do you know who invented the butter lamb?
I did.
You did. You're the inventor of
Yes.
the butter lamb.
The red ribbon signifies blood of Christ while he's hanging on the cross. The Alleluia means peace be with you. Shake with me. Is that nice? Okay. I enjoy Easter.
Yes,
I
love
enjoy
it.
doing it.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, we enjoy slathering your butter on just about everything. So.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Nice meeting
Yes,
you.
nice
too.
to meet
Thank
you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
How much did you want? You want the whole chocolate? Is everyone waiting?
During the Easter season, the meat markets are hustling and bustling in a way you don't often see in Buffalo. It's New York City busy, and I dig seeing that in this town. Just when I'm starting to get a feel for the place, Airborne Eddie Dobos something, let's just call him Airborne Eddie, also known as Maxwell Truth from Offbeat Cinema, comes along.
I'm telling you, if you stand here when they're grinding it, it's like tear gas, I swear to God.
I've had a cold like the entire year, but I think we finally have a solution. The Broadway Market's famous prepared horseradish.
Not that much, Eddie.
All right, I have more, all right?
All right, if you can do
Eddie.
it, I can do it.
All right, na zdrowie. All right? Oh, wow. That's what I'm talking about. Woo. Oh my God, I can feel the hair growing on my chest right now. Oh.
Eddie is kind enough to guide me through the menu at Parison's, the famous lunch counter restaurant right inside the market.
A lot of beige food.
I would say.
A lot of beige food in the Polish cuisine.
Why is
Beige is
that?
their favorite color. Why is
I knew
that?
he was a comedian and all-around ham, but I had no idea he was the principal figure behind rehabilitating Dyngus Day here in Buffalo.
It's a reverse Fat Tuesday. Dyngus Day you celebrate after Lent ends. It's the day after Easter. In actuality, Buffalo, New York is the only place in the world that it's celebrated to this
the
degree.
extent, okay.
But basically the deal is you grab pussy willows because they're the first bloom of the season, and girls swat boys with the pussy willows, and the boys douse the girls with water. And there's just a lot of revelry. Everybody's excited that spring has sprung, winter's over.
You be the girl.
Again?
I'll be the boy again.
In all my years in Buffalo, I've never really done the Dyngus Day thing right. This year I figured it was time to check it out properly.
Wait, am I the man or am I the woman this time?
You could say the woman, that's all right.
Kids, turn the channel.
What is Dyngus Day, you might ask? It's the traditional Polish version of Easter Monday, celebrated mostly by very traditional Polish people. Okay, it might be claimed to be a bit of a snooze fest. Boys and girls dumping imitation holy water on each other? I don't know. But not in Buffalo. Here we use squirt guns, whack each other with pussy willows, and generally party like drunken sailors. Yes, it's the largest Dyngus Day celebration in the US, and getting more popular every year. If there's one building in Buffalo that should be on one of those ghost hunter type shows, it's gotta be the Central Terminal, the original Art Deco Gothic spook house of Buffalo. Sure, it used to be like Grand Central Station, but now it's pretty downright creepy. And that's what's so cool about it. Who wouldn't want to party till you puke in a joint like this?
Who are these idiots?
Ah, the name of the band is Those Idiots. What would all things Polish be without sausage? Yes, those lovely tubular casings filled with ground, spiced meat, often of the porcine variety. There are few things in this world that are as parsimonious and perfect as well-made fresh or smoked sausages. Which brings me to Spar's European Sausage Shop. In my opinion, Spar's is easily the best sausage shop in Buffalo. If you've never visited, I pity you, my poor deprived foodless wretch.
This is a traditional Polish sausage right here. Okay. Traditional fresh Polish, which is real simple. It's basically salt, pepper, and garlic.
Salt, pepper, and garlic.
And a little secret.
You gotta have one secret.
One little secret in every sausage.
Okay.
Polish like 'em big.
Owners Joe and Beth Kennedy make and sell 27 varieties of sausage right on the premises, to be sold nowhere else but at their lone Amherst Street location. This is artisanal sausage, using exotic spice formulations and in-house smoking to produce a world-class product.
Now, you bought this place from a previous owner. What made you want to make sausage your life day in and day out?
I worked in a meat market when I was 14 years old as a cleanup kid, and I swore I would never go back into a meat market again. But I am a foodie, and I've chefed around in Buffalo for a little while, and I truly love food. And when I found out that he was looking for an apprentice, I came over, and it was funny because he really put me through the paces. Eric didn't think he would find an American that was tough enough to do this job.
He didn't think he'd find anyone tough enough to do this job, but he didn't realize that it took a rock and roller like you.
Spar's also has a European delicatessen within their storefront, specializing mostly in German and Polish groceries and condiments. They also make some of their very own cold cuts, like head cheese and blood sausage. When people say things like, Buffalo sucks, Spar's is the kind of place that I would immediately like them to be magically transported to, after a kick in the head, so they could see for themselves that, no, Buffalo doesn't suck. In fact, we have places that are just as cool and boutique as New York, Chicago, and San Francisco. But yes, cool dude, even more under the foodie radar.
I'm sorry, sir, this card's been declined.
Bullshit.
Polish or not, who cares? If you partake in the grand tradition and dialogue with the future that is all things hyphenated American cuisine, yes, Polish or whatever, you're not anything but an American after all, be it American patriot or just American idiot. As long as I can get smoking sausage and great friends like this to share it with in this sometimes cursed but just as equally blessed city, I'm good to go. To the Broadway Market. But you already knew that, didn't you?